Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear girls, and today we will discuss about Test Yourself 2.2 answer questions. First answer is, how was it proved that the whole mass of an atom is located at its center? And it is therefore bombarded alpha particle to 0.00 triple four 0.0004 centimeter gold foil. Almost all the particles passed through the foil undeflected. Only few bounced back. The complete rebounds of few alpha particles show that the nucleus is an extremely small, positively charged part. It is situated at the center of an atom and it carries nearly the whole mass of an atom. The complete rebounds of alpha particles show that the nucleus is extremely small. So rebounds of electron shows that the center of an atom carries whole mass of an atom. How was it shown that atomic nuclei are positively charged? Alpha particles are helium nuclei, positively charged. Doubly positively charged particles, and the deflection and rebounding of a few particles show that the atomic nuclei center of an atom are positively charged. Basically the positive and positive charge repel each other. So when positive alpha rays strike with positive nucleus inside the atom, so it cause deflection or repulsion, which tell us that the center of the atom consists of positive charge materials, which are called proton. Name the particles which determine the mass of an atom. Proton and neutron present inside the nucleus. What is the classical theory of radiation? Classical theory of radiation: electrons, being the charged particles, should release or emit energy continuously, and they should ultimately fall into the nucleus. And quantum theory of radiation: according to the quantum theory of radiation, energy is not emitted or absorbed continuously, but it is emitted or absorbed in the form of small energy packets or bundles known as quantum or photon. In case of light energy, quantum means fixed energy and distributed energy. Question 5. Who can prove that angular momentum is quantized? It's mean, how can we prove that angular momentum, when an electron moving around the nucleus in a circular path, its angular momentum is quantized, mass and velocity is quantized. For this we can use the equation mvr is equal to nh2 pi. If we want to determine the angular momentum of first orbit, we will put the value of n1 in the equation, and for 2 we will write 2 in place of n, and for 3 we will write 3 in place of n, and the value of which is Planck, which is the Planck's constant, is also we know that about it, and pi, value of pi we also know about it. They are the constants and fixed values. So by using this equation we can find out the angular momentum of first, second and third orbit. And the angular momentum of electron n2 is twice the angular momentum of n1. Obviously n1 is the nearest to the nucleus and it has a small path, circular path, but n2 has the larger path and it has larger energy, and it also has larger angular momentum. Similarly, n3 orbit is further away from the nucleus. It also has more thrice angular momentum than n1, and it also has the energy, also more energy. So moreover, the electrons bound to remain in one of these orbits and not in between them. Hence the angular momentum of electrons is quantized. And listening girls, there is the important notice that you should clearly know about it, that electrons reside in one of the orbits, in these orbits, and not between the, they does not exist between the orbits, and they only reside and exist in their particular orbits.